Hey guys, it's Mish here from Volvers One. I just wanted to have a quick chat to you today because I was kind of thinking about thought forms again, because I'm witnessing it every day with people being not consciously aware that they're creating their own emotions and they're creating their own feelings. And so I really wanted to just remind you today that you actually have far more control than what you think. So when you're experiencing anxiety or depression or feelings that are of low self-esteem or low worth or lots of different things, it can range to so many different things, and you just want to be in a better space, just know that your thought forms are playing a huge part in your creation of your emotions. And so it starts with the thought forms, when you think a thought form over and over and over again, it becomes a belief. You can also have beliefs from your mum and dad and how they feel about themselves, or what you saw growing up from people who influenced you in your life, or from new information that comes in. So belief systems can come from everywhere, but it takes you to think about what you've heard over and over and over again for it to start to create a thought form. And a belief. So when it starts to create as a belief in your mind, in the neuroreceptors in your brain, it strengthens a particular pathway. And this pathway, we're such amazing beings, this pathway in your brain is sending signals down through all these different layers, through the hypothalamus and the thalamus, collecting information, and through the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. It gets to the pineal gland, which is the gland that I feel secretes the hormones through the body. Through the thought forms that you've been having, or the belief systems that you're holding, it is creating a neurological pathway down to that gland that secretes the hormones in your body that create the feeling, the actual feeling in your body, whether that's sadness or happiness or detriment or anger or blame or whatever it may be. But it's you who's actually creating that feeling. It's you, through your thoughts, creating the feeling. So if you want to start just noticing where that anxiety is coming from and where it sits in your body, the first time, tune into where it is feeling in your body. Often I feel anxiety in my chest and my heart beats faster, and then I have feelings of sadness that have come a little bit lower, just under my heart, just under my rib cage. It just depends. Everybody has a feeling in their body where their emotions sit, and it's all different. Everybody can be different. So I want you to just tune in today to see where are you with your thought forms, and what have you been sensing and feeling, and what kind of thoughts have you been having that you are creating for your feelings. So it's not an easy thing to look at if you're down the spiral of the feelings at the moment, and the pineal gland is constantly accelerating those emotions. But if you just take some time to watch the thought forms, and when they come up, it's so easy to do. When they come up, you just stop them, and then you go, well, that's not what I want. And you think about, well, what do I want? And you don't have to know the answer of what that is, but you just need to know the opposite to what you're feeling. Well, I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like this. And what does that feel like? I don't want to feel sad. I want to feel happy. But getting to happiness is pretty hard. So what can I focus on that feels nice? I'll look at that flower. That's actually quite nice. That's pretty. Oh yeah, that feels better. Oh, that feels a little bit calmer to look at that flower. Well, look at the intricacies of the colours in the actual petal and the little lines, that go through in a leaf. It's so incredible how that little bit of nature can exist like that. If I take my thought pattern into that, I'm straight away changing the pattern that's going down through my brain into my pituitary gland to secrete the hormones into something else. I'm going into wonder and fascination. So what does the pituitary gland do? It goes into wonder and fascination as well. So right there and then, I am creating a different thought form, or a different belief, or a different system, depending on how often I think about it. So yeah, that was a lot of information in a very short period of time, but there's nothing like getting a lot of information in a short period of time. Have a think about it today. What are you thinking about? What are you creating? And what do you want? And how do you want to feel? And what thoughts are you consciously paying attention to, or creating yourself to create that feeling? Because you're in charge here. It's up to you. You can do this. It's your responsibility. You've got a handle on it. Yeah. Big love.